Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see what is an array and how we can use the arrays in Java programs. So let us see how we can declare an array. Uh, Everyone knows what is an array, which is going to put uh, together variables of same type. Or we can say that array is a group of like type variables that are referred by a common name. So we have seen two different kinds of arrays. One is one-dimensional array, other one is two-dimensional or multi-dimensional arrays. So let us see how we can declare an array and how we can allocate space for this. So normally we use the type, then we have to give the variable name, and we have to put the square bracket and put semicolon. And when we do this, we are going to create an array. For example, if you take the next line where you can find the type as integer, and the array name is going to be months underscore days. This is a name which I gave for my array, and this is what the square bracket. Normally we don't mention any size for this. And please do remember, this is only array declaration. When you declare an array which is not going to allocate any space for this. So what happened? The value of month days is set to null, which represent an array with no values. Why? Because this statement will not allocate space for the array. Okay, so this is not same as you are seeing. Here we have to use different techniques. So let us see what it is. So we have to use a special operator called new. So new is an operator which is going to allocate memory for array. So we have to, after writing that, you need to write one more statement where you have to write the array variable, which is going to be the array name. Then you have to give the assignment operator. Then you have to give the new. Then again you have to give the type and size. For example, to take the previous case where the name of the array or the array variable was months underscore days, then you can give the assignment operator, then you can give the new operator. So then you have to give the type and the size. So when we do this, we are going to get spaces for our array, and the elements in the array will be allocated or initialized to 0 by default. To take this case, we are going to have an array with 12 elements, and all the places will be initialized with 0. Month days will refer to an array. When after writing this statement, let me repeat, the array month days will refer to an array of 12 integers, and all the integers are going to take a value 0 by default. So let us see how we can combine both the statement. So this is another way of doing it. So you can write the type, then you can give the array name, then you have to put the square bracket, then you have to give the operator called new, then again you have to give the type and the size. So this is same as the previous two statement, where here we have combined the declaration of variable with allocation of the array. I told this is not like the previous C or C++. So allocation and declaration has to be done separately. If you are not happy with this, you can combine both the statement and can put like this. There are alternate way of doing it. So you can even do no, this way. You can give int a1 is going to be the array name, then you can put empty brackets, then you can give new int 3. This is what we have just seen, and this can be written even like this. So you can give int, then you can no, exchange the array name and the square brackets. Here it was a1, I'm just writing a2, then new int 3. So both the statements are equal. If it is for two-dimensional arrays, we have yet to see that. So we can write like this. So we can give the array name, then two square brackets, which is equal to, you can give the new. Why? Because new is an operator which is going to allocate space for the array. Then you have to give the type, then you have to give the size for that. So this could be written even like this, where you are going to give the type, and first you are going to give the square brackets, then the array name, which is equal to new, then you have to give the type and the size. So these two are equal, right? So this is what we have seen. There are two ways by which you can obtain an array. One is you must declare a variable of desired array type, which can be of any type, like integer, float, characters. You can have an array with any primitive type. And second thing is you have to allocate memory for that. So this is a difference between an array in C and Java. So normally in C, when we declare only, memory will be allocated, but in this case you have to allocate space explicitly using an operator called new. So this is again what we have seen all this time. So let us see an example. So there is another way, we can initialize, and there is no need to use the operator called new. If array is initialized when they are declared, look at this example where we have taken a class called array. So this is what the main function, and have an array called month days, and there is no new operator, because when I've declared the array, I'm going to initialize. So which is going to take no 12 months of initialize its value. And look at this, how I've done it. I just put the score brace, then all the members are separated with a comma. So what happened now, which is going to create an array with size 12, and each member will be initialized with this value. And look at the next statement. April has months, days 3. What is the value? Which, because array start from 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So months, days 3 is going to be 30. So this value will be displayed. So I'll be getting a statement, April has 30 days. So next is about multi-dimensional arrays. So this is again same as single dimensional array. In this case, you have to give two dimensions, which is rows and columns. So you have to give the type, then array name, and you have to replace a single bracket, square bracket, with two double brackets. And again, you can give the new, you have to give the type and the size of the array. So here what happens, the variable or the array name 2D will be an array, or which is going to be an array with 4 by 5 array, 4 rows and 5 columns. Those many spaces will be allocated for this array called 2D. So normally two-dimensional arrays, how this will be represented. This will be represented in the form of matrix. So let us see a small example, and again we have taken or started with the array name. So we have public static void main. So we have taken 2 is going to be the array name. We have taken new. So this is a way we declare and declare the array, where new is used to allocate the spaces. So we have taken 3 variables I, j, k, and we have taken I start from 0, which is less than 4, and j start from 0, which is less than 5, j plus plus. That means we are going to have an array which is two-dimensional array with 4 rows and 5 columns, and every time we are going to initialize particular location with k value, and k start from 0 and increment k. So when we do is, we are going to get the output like this. In the first row we are going to print 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, because we are going to have a row with 5 elements because 5 columns.